Did he just turn into liquid?
Now do you understand? I've been transformed.
It's time for Hydro Man, or Morris Bench if you want to get a real name basis with him. Someone with an amazing power who does not fully maximize that power. Seriously, this guy is so underused and just has no ambition to become a top Spider-Man villain. In his defense, this guy was not meant to be a top tier villain. Look at this. Spider-Man faces the wet threat of Hydro Man? That's not scary. If you grew up playing with fire hydrants in the street, that's not scary. Hydro Man is just a second shower, and I'd be more worried about my towel being dry from the first shower because I only have the one towel. So Hydro Man is just a regular guy until Spider-Man backhands him with a box into the ocean, and a device that is underneath the ship alters his genetic makeup. When he realizes that he knocked Morris into the water, Spidey does try to go save him. You know, he's a hero, he's a good guy, he's gonna go save the day even if he did cause the problem. Could you imagine this guy with another death under his belt? The brooding would be ridiculous. To Spidey's surprise, Morris is actually alive, and he survives going through the ship's propeller, which should have been a huge tip that something weird is going on. With his newfound abilities, Morris notices that he's constantly wet no matter how much he dries off. Something that fans of Lucifer know all about. Oh! Season 4 is really good. To blow off some steam, Morris goes to the local bar to try and pick a fight. Maybe beating up some drunk people will make him feel better. Or maybe Spider-Man will show up and he'll get a new villain. Win-win. But instead of finding some people to fight, he learns that his entire body can now become water, and he can control his physical form. The thing is that Morris considers himself a freak and doesn't want the powers. So he decides to get revenge on everyone involved, starting with the man who knocked him into the ocean. And this is a weird instance of sort of justification, because it kinda is Spider-Man's fault for not keeping an eye out. He actually starts traveling room to room in New York, popping up through any source of water he can so he can find Spider-Man. That is some serious dedication. Lucky for him, Spider-Man finds him first, so Hydro Man shows off his new powers. He doesn't beat Spider-Man, but he does manage to get away from him. During their second fight, Spider-Man has a tough time fighting him because he's still a young hero, and Hydro Man is made out of water. You can't fight water. There are literally analogies about how pointless that is. Hydro Man really does get the best of Spider-Man for a good portion of the fight. But Spidey isn't just a man with the proportional strength of a spider. He's a nerd with the proportional strength of a spider. Spider-Man hits Hydro Man with a bunch of newspapers to blot up his water body to weaken him. And then after, splatters Hydro Man all over the rooftop. Because it's a nice sunny day, Hydro Man actually starts to evaporate into the air. Which means, good job Spider-Man, you stopped Hydro Man. But it's pretty obvious that this was only a temporary stop. Now, Hydro Man does have other appearances throughout Spider-Man's time as a hero, but the comics have gotten to the point where Hydro Man is an easy villain to stop and is not taken very seriously. Which is crazy because Hydro Man has such an amazing ability. There have been uses of Hydro Man outside of the comic books, like in the Spider-Man animated series back in '94, and they used him in Ultimate Spider-Man. And he is way more powerful in Ultimate Spider-Man than he was on the 1994 Spider-Man series. He does get a shout out in Spectacular Spider-Man, which made me kind of sad because Spectacular Spider-Man is one of my favorite versions of Spider-Man. But he doesn't become Hydro Man, it's just him as Morris Bench. But what do you guys think of Hydro Man, the wet threat? I can't get over that name. And whose origin do you want to hear about next? Remember to like and share this video with other people so that we can make this channel amazing. Check out the other origins on the channel and check out some of the anime videos we have right here. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.